A Yale University study estimated that our planet is home to more than 3 trillion trees. Nearly a third of them are classified as broadleaf deciduous, or less technically, trees that shed their leaves in the autumn of the year. Now, this annual cycle results in far more than the natural carpets we often spend hours clearing away from our front yards. You see, researchers estimate that one mature oak or maple can produce more than 100,000 leaves in a year. And when conditions are right, they are each released from a limb as part of a complex sequence of events vital to maintaining the balance of life on Earth. It's all a biological wonder that makes the beauty of the season a 2-month celebration of God's provision, artistry, and creative power. When autumn arrives in temperate regions on both sides of the equator, deciduous trees explode with color and then shed their leaves, usually over a 3 to 8 week period. This dramatic change is actually a survival strategy that conserves the water and energy required for the long-term health of forests on 6 continents. To better appreciate this transformation, let's turn back the clock to when these oak leaves were each organic factories powered by the chemical known as chlorophyll. Those green chlorophyll particles are the lifeblood of every leaf. They're designed to capture the energy from sunlight to drive photosynthesis, the process that manufactures food for the tree and much of the oxygen we breathe. By the end of summer, the days grow shorter and the temperatures drop. Remarkably, the trees sense the approach of winter and then launch a genetically programmed response. In a process called senescence, the leaves stop photosynthesis and their production of chlorophyll, and then work furiously to break down the remaining molecules of green pigment into even smaller chemical units. These microscopic building blocks include sugars, amino acids, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium that are funneled through the leaf stem to a sprawling network of pathways that line the woody tissues of the limbs and trunk. This process is repeated in almost every leaf, as chemical resources are stored until springtime, when many will be recycled for use during the coming year. Now let's get back to those other colors, the yellow, orange, and shades of red that make autumn so special. How are they generated? With the remaining chlorophyll now locked up safely for winter, different shades, produced by other less dominant chemicals within the leaves, take center stage. Yellow and orange pigments overpower the fading wall of green to create gilded displays of once hidden chemicals called carotenoids. These compounds are found in many species, including aspen, sweet gum, birch, and hickory, while red leaves suddenly ignite the limbs of maple, oak, and dogwood, to name a few. Their crimson glow appears when the vanishing chlorophyll is replaced by the reddish hues of anthocyanin, a chemical that has protected the leaves from excessive sunlight and heat. But this vibrant performance has only a limited run, for the dying leaves must fall to protect the now dormant tree from frigid weather and winds. And in their final act, they reveal even more evidence for a master designer. As temperatures drop and daylight wanes, the trees respond to the changes and execute another vital task with surgical precision. At the junction of every leaf, stem, and branch, A thin layer of cork-like cells is manufactured and precisely aligned. Then, on cue, they crack and release the dead leaf, without harming the tree. Soon after, layers of protective tissue quickly seal open wounds in the bark, preventing water in the tree from evaporating or freezing, and insects from entering. While it may appear that this magnificent performance on the grand stage of nature has come to an end, there is still one final act that shines brighter than anything we've considered. When the leaves die and fall to earth, they decompose into chemicals that will replenish the soil with the nutrients required to ensure future generations of life. But this cycle is more than a wonder of biology. For the physical miracle of life arising from death is also a vivid reminder of a profound spiritual truth. 2,000 years ago, the creator of maples, oaks, and the changing of the seasons died upon a tree just outside of Jerusalem. Then, on the third day, he was resurrected so that we might walk and live forever in the light of his glory and grace.